This is the United States Federal Court, Southern District of New York, case number 24-1457, with a jury, civil action, Rodney Jones against Sean Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs, Junior Dyer Combs, the son, Lord, Ethiopia Abde Mariam, Lucian Charles Grange, Christina Kodam, Chalice Recording Studio, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Combs Global Enterprises, John and Jen Doe 1 to 10, and ABC Corporation 1 and 2. Trigger warning, this document contains highly graphic information of sexual nature, including sexual assault. Additionally, there are graphic images of the aftermath of a shooting, redacted images of sexual intercourse, redacted images of minors, sex workers, and prostitute, details of sex trafficking, and the illegal distribution of guns and drugs. Bro. Plaintiff Rodney Lil Rod Jones hereby alleges as and for his complaint against defendant Sean Combs, etc., as follows. Rodney Jones is an American artist and music producer, resides in the state of New York. P. Diddy, record executive, popularly known as his name, Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, or Love. Mr. Combs came to fame, All right. And his son, that's crazy. Oh, these are all the people that is Ethiopia. She's beautiful. Motown Records. This guy's attacking everybody. Oh, he's introducing himself. Okay, cool. Summary of events. From September 22 to November 23, Mr. Jones produced 9 songs on the Mr. Combs Love album. Now the name takes a different sense, yo. Mr. Jones lived with Mr. Combs for months at a time, spending holidays, birthdays, and missing major family events. All right, listen. Straight away, why you live with the guy? Listen, if P. Diddy asked me to do songs for him, I don't live in your house, bro. You rent me a hotel or a suite or whatever you want. You rent me I go with my equipment and you pay me a big house or a big suite at a hotel, which I prefer, at the Mondrian or something like that, where I can work. I don't live with you. Anyway, first flag for me. But anyway, Mr. Jones reside at the Combs residence located in Los Angeles, New York City, Miami. Jones also spent several weeks on a yacht rented by Mr. Combs in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Good life. Throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer on the Love album. Nigga. The claim raised in this complaint have been corroborated through witness statement, audio, and where was I? Yeah. Audio, video recording, and images that Mr. Jones has in his possession. Mr. Combs required that Jones to record him constantly. On several occasions, Mr. Combs took Mr. Jones' cell phone and began recording himself. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recording on Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Bro. Mr. Jones has secured irrefutable evidence of acquisition, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms, displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms. Bro, Mr. Combs providing lace the sex to minors and sex workers at his homes in California, New York. Mr. Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram, instructing her staff to retrieve drugs so she can provide it to Mr. Combs for his consumption. Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. Mr. Combs detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of the Cassie Ventura lawsuit. Young Miami's cousin or assistant sexually assaulting Mr. Jones. Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. sexually harassing and assaulting Mr. Jones. Rapper Redacted with a free. He's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. So Meek Mill. And on Mr. Combs' yacht, consorting with underage girls, sex workers, and R&B singer Redacted, Grammy Award winning, who went to, so allegedly the people say it's Usher, who knows. In Los Angeles home, consorting with underage girls and sex workers. That's horrible. Shooting in a studio, etc. Listen, so listen, and he has like documents, photos. The following is our screenshot of the video of Stevie J anally perpetrating a Caucasian male that Mr. Combs provided to Mr. Jones. All right. Lord have mercy. Also, the whole thing is with photos and everything. Show he has videos. Him being drugged in the morning and then waking up with Diddy and some hoes from the booty trap on the river. Yo, that shit is crazy. That was the studio? Oh, Lord. That's a lot of accusation. He's talking about the shooting of back in the days when he was with that shit is crazy. I'm not gonna read everything at all. We're going to prize plaintiff. This is problematic, huh? Wow. So how much does he want? What can I say? The game is tough, and like we say in French, les taux se resserrent, meaning that the more Diddy is, things are coming out. I don't know. To me, you are innocent until proven guilty, but it is starting to be complicated. To me, listen, I've never been a fan of nobody. I like to study. Listen, I've studied, I read interviews, and I studied the way Diddy works forever. A lot of ideas of how I run my label came from the way he run Bad Boy, and other music executives. So yes, I've always respected the business, but same as R. Kelly, Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, etc., etc. But listen, personally, I can love your work. I can respect you as a producer, as a creative, as an exec, etc. I'm not a fan of nobody. Listen. Yeah, I mean, so if something I learned in the Zouk business and the Kizomba business and the Afro-Caribbean music business in general is that it's not because people are widely popular and talented, that it means that they are great people and that they are not criminals and that they are not crazy assassin, drug addicts. And listen, when you are inside of the industry, the way I've been inside of the industry for decades, and I'm not talking about just Zouk, I'm talking about Zouk, R&B, hip hop, Kizomba, Angola, France, Belgium, New York, Miami, Lisbon. Like, you hear, you see, and you experience a lot of things. And then you realize a lot of these people are bad people. They just have a lot of talent, and a lot of people are their fans. And because they are their fans, they believe that these people are amazing human beings. They are marvelous. They are one of the wonders of the world. Personally, I know that a lot of people that you guys love are not. And it's okay, because I'm not asking a human being because he has an exceptional gift at making music or finding talent and creating things, and or just because he's rich. I'm not asking these people to be also behind the scene, pristine, clean individuals. I'm not here for what they do in their lives. What I find very interesting in here, because listen, we'll see if all this is true or not. Listen, he's probably gonna, our stream royalty is once again sponsoring the show. Thank you so much, SOS Music CV. Listen, I don't believe that because people are amazing, that it means that whatever they do in their homes is different than the rest of the world. Because listen, there are way more evil people that are not famous, that people don't know, that are your uncles, your cousins, sometimes your sons. Then there are famous people who are evil too. It has nothing to do. You can be famous and be a horrible person, or an asshole, or a drunk, or a drug addict, or somebody who's obsessed with fame, or somebody who, because now you have access to women, you just become obsessed with sex, and you have enough money to pay for it, so you go to all your kinks. I don't know exactly what the people think when they go crazy, as if what happens in the artistic world doesn't happen in the real world. Listen, I heard way worse stories about normal Congolese people back home, or Ivory Coast, or Paris. Like, happens every day. It's not because these people are singers that, or producers, or because you respect them as creators, that they don't have flaws. So listen, I'm not here to decide or say, are they good at, are they not good, or what should be. Listen, the law will be the law. But yo, I think Diddy's aura is over. He's over because, innocent or not, and we don't know, but he's probably gonna pay that guy. He's probably gonna get a few millions, and they will settle behind the scene, because this is how it works in the US. It's not It's not the government that is attacking you. It's a it's a person, an individual that is asking for money as reparation. That's how it works out there. So you did this to me, that to me, and I want money to feel better. That's the U.S. So if they settle, I still believe that there's no more rebranding or love albums and this and that can save the reputation of Diddy. Cause this is way too much stories. And listen, we've been hearing stories forever, but right now, listen, I've been speaking with my peoples in New York, and stories about all these guys. There's a lot of stories, but right now, there's way too much story, but there's way too much people in the public opinion who believe all this, and people are now thinking about a lot of old stories, videos, and they're like, yo. So listen, I don't know, man. I don't know how much money he has. I don't know, but this is a time where you like sunset. You're like, yo, I'm a take a step back and move away from moving in the obscurity for a few years, 3, 4, 5 years, not say nothing, and then reappear as a shaman or something, or move to another country and just because. But the real issue here is this one, because I've seen this happen in the Zouk industry as well. Listen, I know people in the Zouk and the Kizomba industry who are as disgusting as what you see here. And it's the same thing. Nobody talks about them. And nobody accuses them because it is what it is. And I mean, I know of, they're not my homies. Now, because me, I stay away from strange people. But the thing is this. It's not just about the hard drugs. It's not just about the cocaine, the GHB, the this, the that. It's more about the worst drugs of them all. The two most powerful drugs in the world. Fame and power. Listen, in my lifetime, I've seen it and I've known enough artists, producers, rich people, presidents of French and African countries. I met enough presidents. I didn't hear about them. I met them since I've been a kid. To know what power and fame what power and fame do to people. It corrupts them. Because soon as you become famous and you have money, everything you dream of having, they're free now. I always wanted to go to this club. Now listen, now you can go to all the clubs you want. Listen, tell about my life. It's been 30 years that I never paid to enter any club in the whole wide world. the whole wide world. Listen, it can be Bangkok, it can be Lisbon, it can be Paris, it can be New York, it can be Miami. I don't pay to go to the clubs. I don't go to the line. I usually enter from the back, or the security tell everybody, shh, so I can go in. And once I'm in, I don't pay for the bottles and I don't drink. And when I was single, I didn't really have to talk to the women because I was Kaysha. And if I didn't have a good education and a little bit of sense in there of careful about the devil, I would be like all these people. But me, I was like, But listen, I've seen a lot of people who don't have my luck, who don't have my education, who are not fearful of their parents because maybe they don't have parents, or maybe, who knows, fall right in the trap of that. And I'm talking about people making $1,000 a week and fucking 2 girls a week. Imagine making $1 million a week and having access to, you go on Instagram, you look at 10 people that you like and it's yours. You can bring all of them at the same time in your house. Have 200 of them, all them ready. You enter where you want. You can have like 30 in the same night if you want. You enter like this, boop, 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 boop. You can do it if you want. You can, any fantasy, drugs, this and that, and everybody telling you you're amazing, and then being seen like a god, Kanye level. Oh, listen, to not be corrupted by that, you have to have very, very, very strong foundations. Like people like your humble servant here. But most people, they don't have that.